autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
At their own 9-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They will run with Singletary. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Let's go.
Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Let's go.
It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go to the fullback. They did.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's what we say now. The apple dropped on his head.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 39. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Allen, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For Stephon Diggs, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in. Control of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run for it with Harris, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on! And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For the Bills, field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 1st down, Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They scored.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Flush to his right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Let's get it.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills head on. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a run with Singletary. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
24 is the mic. Watch the pass. He's coming to you. He's coming to you.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Singletary. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch the pass. Check the backer. Check the backer.
And fights through one man. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The kick by pass is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's in now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fighting Harris over the middle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he connects with Ertz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick.
The 2nd down pass.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Singletary again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Patriots 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Check 26, check 26.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
At the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go right back to Singletary. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Flush to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
From the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.